Please welcome our next contestant, Dimitrios Pouroullis, Man's Hate Against Mankind. Man's Hate Against Mankind, Dimitrios Pouroullis.
Good morning, honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen. I was born in South Africa, a place scarred by the mighty sword called racism. It has happened many times in history where racism has not only isolated a group of people, but has damaged them, both physically and psychologically. All this for what? The color of your skin? The accent you have, or because of your beliefs in divine powers? Racism was created by us, humans, the superior beings on this planet. We are born innocent, full of wonder and questions. Our minds are pure until they are touched, infected, you could say, by the people around us, taking our untouched, innocent, pure, and fearless minds into their hands and dirtying them with ideas of pure hate and violence, violating the very boundaries we put up as infants to stop this negativity from entering our minds and stealing our virgin thoughts. Racism is an epidemic that makes you hate your fellow human being. We are all physically the same. Well, if we are physically the same, we aren't very different, are we? We all bleed red when we are wounded, and we all put our pants on one leg at a time. If we are physically the same, then you could say, but we aren't psychologically the same. We don't have the same ideas and beliefs. This is true. Our minds are all beautifully unique with their own diverse ideas and methods of solving problems. But you cannot hate someone because they have different ideas than you. Why can't we respect and be open to these new ideas? Why can't we respect the religions of our fellow people? Why can't we be one solid, impenetrable fortress of peace and love? So many questions as to why we don't accept change. This is because we, as humans, don't like change. It is in our nature to perch on the most solid branch of the tree comfortably instead of spreading our wings and flying. Flying to discover adventure and feel love. Know thyself. This is a slogan that I personally live by and believe plays a huge role in the fight against racism. To know thyself is to love and accept yourself just the way you are. If you don't accept yourself, then how could you expect to accept someone of another race or religion? In South Africa's past, the then party in power was a party that ruled by fear. They believed deeply in segregation and developed a system called apartheid, meaning separate or apart. No people in their given racial categories were allowed to mix, an offense that could be punishable by death or a lengthy prison sentence. The white minority were afraid of the black majority because they knew that if they came together, they would devour them as one efficient unit. The oppressors had no essence of know thyself and were afraid of what they called die swart gevaar, the black danger. All that hatred, pure violence, created by what? Fear. Yes, indeed, fear. The fear to change, the fear to accept, the fear to grow. All this contributes to the illness called racism. That, and of course, circumstance. But my point is that we, as the youth of modern society, the future leaders of communities, families, or even countries must unite, for it is our responsibility to take on this mighty challenge as one force. We must fight. Fight the system that breeds racism. We must retaliate using the power of our voices and our minds to speak out against racism. Now, I will leave you with a quote that I hope will give you the courage to speak out, be brave, and be part of a worthy cause. As Nelson Mandela once said, if people can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Thank you.